Hello children, welcome back to chapter number 3, Understanding Quadrilaterals of Standard 8. We are into the exercise 3.3 and let us begin with question number 7. The adjacent figure Hope is a parallelogram. Find the angle measures and state the properties you use to find them. Here if you look at the figure, two measures are given to you, that is angle EHP 40 degrees and angle O to be equal to 70 degrees, that is the exterior angle O. With these two, we are supposed to find out the measure of X, Y and Z. Let's begin. EHO is equal to 70 degrees. The reason is its corresponding angle. Here we have considered these two parallel lines and this as the transversal. So one and the another. These are corresponding angles. So they will measure the same because the lines are parallel. So angle EHO is equal to 70 degrees. We can further say that 40 plus Z is equal to 70 degrees. And this is how we get the measure of Z to be equal to 30 degrees. Now HPO is equal to EHP. The reason is they are alternate interior angles. Here we have considered these two parallel lines and this as the transversal. So we have a pair of alternate angles which are equal. So we say that Y is equal to 40 degrees. Now we are left out with only one measure, that is X. Now angle PEH plus angle EHO, that is 180 degree, because they are co-interior angles. They can be called as adjacent angles of the parallelogram also. So X plus 40 plus Z is equal to 180, wherein we already know the value of Z, which we have substituted as 30 degree. We proceed with the calculation. We get the measure of X to be equal to 110 degrees. So this is how we have obtained the three measures. Next, question number 8. The following figures, guns and runs, are parallelogram. We are dealing with one each. Here we are dealing with guns, then we'll move on to the runs. The question is, we have to find out the measure of X and Y, where the lengths are given in centimeter. Here we are talking about the opposite sides of a parallelogram. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are always equal. This is the property which is being used here. So we can say that SG is equal to NU. Let us put the values. 3x equal to 18. So we can find out the value of x, which is equal to 6 centimeter. The other two sides are also equal. So we can say that SN is equal to GU. Therefore, 3y minus 1 is equal to 26. With this, we can find out the value of y, which comes out to be 9. The next, this is the parallelogram runs, and we are told about the length of the diagonals. We also know the property of the diagonals of a parallelogram. The property is the diagonals bisect each other. So let us consider the diagonal SU first. The diagonal is bisected, so we can say that SO will be equal to UO, or we can say that OS equal to OU. It is one and the same thing. So let us put the values over there. So y plus 7 is equal to 20, which can be solved further to get the value of y, which is 13. Let's proceed ahead. Here we can say that RO is equal to ON because RN is also bisected. So we'll say that x plus y is equal to 16. We already have found out the value of y, which can be substituted here. So x plus 13 is equal to 16. So x comes out to be equal to 3 centimeter. This is how we have found out the value of x as well as y. Question number 9. In the figure, both risk and clue are parallelograms. So we can say that there are two parallelograms. This RISK is one parallelogram and CLUE is another parallelogram. There is overlapping of the parallelograms. This part is an overlapped part, which is a triangle. Here, let O be the intersection point of EC and IS. So this is where we have noted it as 0, that is the point of intersection. With this, let us proceed ahead. We are now considering the parallelogram risk. Angle K plus angle KSI is equal to 180 degree. Now we have considered RISK as the parallelogram. So angle K and angle KSI, they are the adjacent angles. Therefore the sum is 180 degrees. The property which is used is adjacent angle property of the parallelogram. After substituting the value of K to be equal to 120 degrees, we get the measure of angle KSI as 60 degrees. Now we are considering the parallelogram clue. Here we have seen that angle L and angle UEC, they are the opposite angles. This is quadrilateral, or rather the parallelogram clue, and these two angles are opposite angles. That's why they are equal. So we further get angle UEC to be 70 degrees. Now let us only focus on triangle ESO. In triangle ESO, we have already found out the measure of two angles. So it is very easy to find out the measure of the third angle using the angle sum property of the triangle. So we proceed with the angle sum property and we get the value of x to be equal to 50 degrees. Now this is question number 10. Explain how this figure is a trapezium, which of its two sides are parallel. Now if you think about angle M and angle L, they are the adjacent angles of the figure, and once we add them, the total comes out to be 180 degrees. We have already studied that if co-interior angles are supplementary, that is they add up to 180 degrees, the lines will be parallel. So when I'm talking about these two angles to be co-interior angles, I actually mean that I'm talking about these two lines to be parallel and this as the transversal. Here the co-interior angles are adding up to 180, so we can say that this and this, that is NM and KL, are the parallel lines. Moreover, if one pair of opposite sides are parallel, the quadrilateral is known as a trapezium. So that is why we can say that, we can conclude that quadrilateral KLMN is a trapezium. That is question number 11, wherein we have to find out the measure of angle C where AB is parallel to CD. Now, if we say that AB is parallel to CD, then angle B and angle C are adjacent angles. Moreover, they are co-interior angles also with BC as the transversal. So, using the co-interior angle property, we can say that sum of angle B and C is 180 degrees and angle C comes out to be 60 degrees. Now we move to question number 12. This is the figure PQRS where PS is equal to QR. Two measures are given. Angle Q is 130 degree and angle R is 90 degree. We are supposed to find out the measure of P and S. Now we'll consider the parallel lines PS and QR, and initially let us consider SR to be the transversal. So angle S and angle R, it will add up to 180 degrees because they are co-interior angles. So angle S comes out to be 90 degrees. The same figure, but the next transversal. Here we are considering PQ as the transversal. So angle P plus angle Q will be equal to 180. The reason is same. They are again co-interior angles. So P comes out to be 50 degrees. With this, we come to the end of the exercise. We'll meet with the next topics in the coming videos. Thank you for now.